My oh my, what have we got ourselves into now? Hey guys, welcome back to Sinclair Garage. Today we're going to start on the clutch. This thing has had a weird slipping clutch for a little while now. When it gets hot, it just doesn't want to grab. So we got a spec stage 1 clutch. We're going to throw in this. It's a 10-inch clutch. So we're going to work on getting things out of the way. Drive shaft, I got the exhaust, H-pipe area, the 4-shifter. We're going to work on getting that stuff out of the way. So hang tight. This should be a good one. I'm really pumped to get this thing back on the road after putting a clutch in it. So here we go. Hey guys, well, day 2, transmission is out. So what I had to do was cut the exhaust out because obviously it was in the way. The way it bolts to the header is obviously, you can't just unbolt it from the header and let the front drop down. And this thing was use those clamps that go around the tube there, but they indent the tube, right? So you can never get them back off, at least in my opinion. They're a pain in the butt. So what I did is I just straight cut it with a Sawzall, as you can see. And I'm gonna get some connectors, like some flanges, and weld it all back up. That way if I gotta take it out in the future, it'll have like a flange there I can just unbolt and drop it. So that is going to happen. And then I'm gonna weld up like the other clamps that were on there, like where, you know, the ones that go around it that kind of scrunch it or squeeze it together. I'm gonna weld up, take those clamps off, weld it up. That way it kind of, to me, it's all cleaner. I did notice I had a few exhaust leaks. You could see where the black is puffing out around them. So I'll get that taken care of. Had to remove emergency brake stuff, obviously speedo cables. There's the transmission. A little bit black. Normal. The only thing that is not normal, if you look and listen, that throwout bearing is trashed. So that could have been causing some of my issues, but it's definitely gone. So obviously I have a new one. And then the boot on the rear is all tore up, like it's been rubbing against the transmission tunnel. So I'm gonna kind of get that cleaned up as well while I'm in there. This is a Tremec T5. So that's out. Everything looks good for the most part. I did find another issue. If you can spot it with this light, might be kind of hard to see. Right there, beside my pinky. That is a bolt for the clutch there, the flex plate or whatever that bolts to the flywheel was busted off, and half the bolt was just sitting down in the transmission tunnel there. So, the bell housing. So that could have been some issue as well, but I'm going to take and get this flywheel looks. As you can see, there's some scarring. So there's like a little scarring ridge. So anywho, I'm going to take and get that resurfaced. The clutch doesn't look too bad. It's a little worn, but I mean, it's not definitely not end of life, but I'm not going to go through this and put that back on. So we replaced that. I got a new pilot bearing, clutch. Show you what I got here. I went with the stage 1 spec. There's a new guy. It comes with a brass bushing. I got a new roller bearing. Got a new throwout bearing. Got it all. Obviously. So that's that. I didn't film too much of taking this thing apart. Simple fact, the main reason why is you wouldn't be able to see anything. It's dark under there, so it's easier for me just to do it. It is kind of a heavy transmission, obviously. I did drain the oil out of it prior to doing this to help myself out. I had to tear the interior of the Mustang apart. Take the shifter off. So as you can see, it's all tore apart, but you know, a lot of times you're better off to tear it apart than try and fight around it, because you spend more time trying to improvise than just to tear it apart. So I just tore it apart. So that's it. Clutch is out. That's kind of my findings so far. Or transmission's out, clutch is out. That's my findings. I got to get new bolts for the pressure plate. Flywheel bolts were fine. Get this surfaced. I'm gonna get the drive shaft just balanced while it's out, and then I got to get the flanges to get welded on. So hopefully that'll come soon. I also have a rebuild kit for the Z-bar, or the equalizer bar. So I'll get that taken off. Probably not tonight, but sooner than later. It has a little bit of play in it as well. It'll be easy to access with the transmission out. So I got that rebuild kit. That'll probably be in this video as well. And then the next video will be getting everything installed. So I'll get all this stuff out and we'll keep going. Good news is, obviously the whole engine's put back together and I have no leaks anywhere. So everything is dry as a bone. I do have another project coming to the channel. It's something I've had kind of in the back pocket for a while, just haven't had time to mess with it. I got started on it this week a little bit. So I'm gonna try and get this knocked out while we have some rain in the forecast, and then be working on the next project. So if you have any projects like this, don't be scared, dive into it. I'm by no means a master mechanic, I'm just a shade tree guy. It's just fun for me to do, stress relieving. I don't know how videos are going to look for this next couple weeks. As you can see, I missed an upload for the last week. Work's been extremely busy, so just doesn't give me a lot of time to work on out in the garage. By the time I get home and, you know, spend time with my family, get dinner, that stuff's always more important than working out here or uploading videos, in my opinion. Family's always first in my book. So I have some good stuff coming up. Stay tuned for the next project. I'll reveal it within the next couple weeks when I get a nice day to get out there. I'll reveal that out to you guys and then show you what we got to do to it. So stay tuned. Hopefully clutch install next video, and we'll go from there. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching my channel. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel, like these videos. The more likes, more subscribers I get, the better off that my channel comes, and that's what we like, so I can keep this stuff coming to you guys. So thanks for hanging out, and see you guys later.